Welcome back to Dogs of the Wind. In this episode, we revisit the breathtaking Ukahlamba Drakensberg Mountains with the goal of spotting one majestic and endangered vulture. We swim in crystal clear mountain rivers and enjoy being immersed in the great outdoors at the beautiful Giant's Castle Nature Reserve. From Durban, it was only a few hours' drive to the mountains.
Where you probably been?
Yes.
At reception, we had a taste of what was in store for us over the next 2 days before we went to our accommodation.
Like a pretend hide.
The large guest house at the very edge of camp. The unit is built up against the natural rock face, complete with some rock art paintings. The views from the rooms more than make up for the minor flaws in the unit, like skew curtain rails. We woke up to a cloudless morning and decided it was a perfect day for a hike. But first, we had a delicious breakfast, included in the cost of the accommodation.
We have just had breakfast and we're going to get ready for a walk. And there's some cameos occurring in our video at this time. There's a Nicholas, brother Nicholas.
The hike begins at the picnic site, where you begin a steep descent to the river, after which you begin to climb once more, all the way to the final destination, World's View Lookout Point. About 700 meters into the hike, and we were already stopping to catch our breath.
We are on the path to World's View Lookout Point.
About 2Ks in.
No, not even one.
1K in.
Not even.
To be fair, the hike is far from the most strenuous hike on offer in the Drakensberg. There is a short but very steep uphill leading to the final lookout point, but the views are most certainly worth the effort.
Welcome to the top.
we enjoyed a snack of cheese and crackers at the top before making our descent. When we finally reached the river at the bottom of the valley, we were ready to cool off. There's nothing like a swim in the clear mountain water after a long hike.
It's our world view walk, about a 12 to 13 k round trip. And now we're sitting in a rock pool, just cooling off before we take on the last uphill up to the lodge.
Back at the guest house, we spotted another lifer. We had been told to keep a lookout for the bush blackcap, and sure enough, we were treated to an excellent sighting of this endemic bird. The next day, we headed out to the vulture hide with Christine and Austin.
We have here some bones, some stinky bones.
They're not so stinky.
After collecting the box of bones and the hide key, we set off up the trail. You will need a 4x4 to reach the hide, as the road is quite rough in places. As we approached the hide, we spotted a few jackals hiding in the grass. These clever animals have clearly learned that it pays to hang around in this area where humans regularly scatter juicy bones. Very cool. The first job is to set up the hide by opening the windows from the outside. The next job is less pleasant, as it involves handling the raw bones, which have a particular odor.
I mean, the jackal is gonna grab some first.
Yeah, definitely. He's been waiting for this. Strong. Gross.
They're not so stinky.
Oh, yeah, that is very strong.
As predicted, the jackal was the first to arrive on the scene, and we allowed it to take an offering of the largest, juiciest bone. Once it had moved off, we laid out some more bones in the hopes of attracting the vultures. But sure enough, the jackal came back soon after. And it came back again. And again. And again.
Oh, I feel like that jackal's really wrong right now.
This sent Christine on a bone retrieval mission, and luckily we were able to retrieve some of the stolen booty.
We are in the vulture hide, and we are currently seeing some white-backed ravens and a jackal buzzard feeding on the bones that we are left out. So our editor will probably put some pictures in now, and maybe some footage.
Yeah, it's great. It's very professional. Could spend a whole weekend up here.
Just make sure to bring gloves and wet wipes, maybe even tongs. Tongs would actually work really well. Like big bright tongs.
And something to chase away the
The
jackal that
jackal.
sits here and steals all the meat.
Well, there is a jackal buzzard.
That's what we're looking at?
Yes, jackal buzzard.
We've just seen the bearded vulture. It's flew by.
It flew by. It was here earlier, but now it's come back. It looks like it is
Closing in.
closing it now. The ravens and jackal buzzard are
Still around.
still around, but they're here more close. So let's see, what do you think?
It's very cool.
Are you enjoying yourself? Yeah.
Yeah, seeing the bearded vulture is really, really pleasant. It's very happy to see it twice. Already.
3 times. But we are still waiting for it to come down to feed.
Yeah, that would be first prize.
Yeah, but it is 8:30. So we still got plenty of time to wait. So we're having some muesli. Our friends Christine and Austin are putting some more bones on and chasing the jackal away. There's a yellow kite. There's white-backed ravens, a jackal buzzard, and ever-present red-winged starlings. So we'll keep an eye out. We still have a few bones to left to scatter, but a jackal does keep stealing our bones.
We spent the morning at the hide before returning around lunchtime. As we drove away, we were certain we saw the vultures finally coming in to feed. We suspect that they had been watching and waiting for us to leave so that they could feed undisturbed. Apparently, the chances of seeing the vultures feeding is much higher in winter, as they rely more on feeding sites, whereas in the summer, food is more abundant. Of course, we were still thrilled to see the bearded vulture on the wing as they flew by, eyeing the offerings we had laid for them. These birds, which feature in the folklore of many cultures, are often known as lammergeiers, roughly translated as lamb catchers, as they are said to be the only vultures that hunt. This untrue myth has not done the birds any favors, as they were often killed by humans, and this has contributed to their unfortunate status as critically endangered in South Africa. There are fortunately many breeding programs in South Africa, Europe, and Asia to help save this beautiful bird. And they have even been reintroduced to the Alps. They are known to carry large bones high into the air before dropping them on rocks to break them apart. If you are interested in conserving these incredible birds, see the link in the description.
Nice, spacious space. Okay.
Just you and the raw meat smell.
Oh yeah.